Hi everyone. Today I am here to do the second part to my book haul for May. I've got a lot more books than 10 this time, but I need to clear out my space for more incoming books. By no means am I trying to brag or anything. I shouldn't even have to say that, but I'm not getting these new or full price. So, plus I'm going to little free libraries, so I get a lot of books nowadays for free or for cheap. So, let's get into it. The first one is Impact by Douglas Preston. And on the back it says, Impact is out of this world. Simply put, Douglas Preston has crossed over into a frontier of thriller. It is a fireball of astronomic proportion that will leave you gasping for air. So buckle up, turn off the phone, and don't forget to breathe. And that is by Brad Thor. So, and that's all I'm going to read. Well, I will read some of this. Lyman Ford is trapped for a secret. Lyman Ford is tapped for a secret expedition to Cambodia to locate the source of strangely beautiful gemstones that do not appear to be of this world. So that's all I am going to read of that one, because I go into my books not really knowing anything about them, unless I hear about them on BookTube. Another book that I got is The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Choksi. I got this one for 50 cents, or I wouldn't have got this one at all right now. So I'm glad the vendor that I got this from at a thrift store had most of the books they had for 50 cents, considering they are more recent releases. This one says Choksi has created an inclusive and authentic cast with obvious chemistry and affection for one another, and infuses the tale with witty banter and twists. That's from School Library Journal. Um, I would read some of the back, but somebody has a sticker on here. And apparently they got this for $10.99 and I got it for 50 cents. So I think that's a good thing. The next book I have is Splintered by A.G. Howard. I also got this one for 50 cents. Um, I do like the cover, although I wish this was hardback because it's already tour right there, and it was tour when I got it. But hey, it's 50 cents and it's in pretty good condition, right? So I can't complain too much. This one says, Splintered is a delicious, mad, wonderful read. I can't recommend it highly enough. And that is from Melissa Moore. Um, and another thing I will read is fans of dark fantasy, as well as Carol's Alice and all her revisions, especially Tim Burton's, will find a lot to love in this compelling and imaginative novel. And that is from Bulletin of the Center for Children's Books. So I also got that one. Sorry, I'm having to put these on the couch back here because I don't have room anywhere else. Okay, this one I got from my aunt on my husband's side. Um, she actually told me that I could keep this one. And that is The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dave. Um, to be honest, I don't think I would have picked this up if she hadn't gave it to me. But I'm willing to give anything a chance. So this one says, a thrilling roller coaster of a novel. This smart, intimate exploration of love and family is the foundation of a beautifully constructed mystery filled with twists and turns. A must read. From Jean Wart. I have no idea if I said her last name wrong, right. Probably not, though. But I have heard a lot about this on BookTube, so most of you have probably read this one, or at least have it. The next one is Fatal Revenge by Stephen R. Donaldson. This is book 2 of the last Chronicles of Thomas Convent. And this one says it's a reawakening, yeah, I'm sorry, a reawakening of a classic fantasy saga. That's from the Library Journal, an epic with page-turning intrigue by Detroit Free Press. I don't have the first one of this yet, but my husband and I really liked this cover, so I went ahead and got it. I plan on trying to find this book, or the first one of this book, so we can read this one, but I don't know how long that will be, so I don't know how long it will take us to read this book. And because it's the second one, I will not read anything except for I did read the praise for the first book, The Ruins of the Earth. So by no means is this stack of books the only books I have back there. But the books I have back there right now are mostly books that I haven't cataloged yet. And I actually got a book from a booktuber on here that my husband put the package somewhere, and I'm not sure where he put it. So that one will not be in this one. But for the person that sent it to me, I do have it, and it did get to me in one piece. So thank you. That one I will haul in one of my next hauls. So, yeah. The next book is The Phoenix Guards by Stephen Burst. This one says, stop, pay attention. Steve Burst may just be America's best fantasy writer, so what are you waiting for? This is from Tad Williams. And that's all I'm going to read of this one, because it has a short synopsis, and I don't go into books knowing much. Hi, Chloe. One of my cats is wanting my attention. I would pick her up for you guys, but she doesn't like to be picked up, so I can't do that. She doesn't even like to be on your lap. So I got her from a very nice woman here in, well, Louisville. But she wasn't socialized the way she needed to be. So, because the woman I got her from uh, either has or has had um, some kind of cancer. So, her and Tinsel have been, which is her litter mate, her sister, um, her and her sister have been put in a dog crate until someone was able to get them, and she asked me to take, since I had Tinsel, she asked me to take Chloe because she knows that it took, I take very good care of my animals. So I've had them for a while now. They're they're not new. The next book that I have is The Mermaid, and this is Hancock by Imogen something. Imogen Hearns Gore. This one was, I know this one is a big hit on BookTube. Um, but this one says the novel calls to mind 19th century masters like Dickens and Eliot, who relished the way characters can drive and reverse plot. Behind the window trimmings of Gower's epic romance lies a astute novel about class, race, and fate that will delight fans of Sarah Perry's The the ex Essex Serpent, an ambitious debut with enough romance, intrigue, and social climbing to fill a mermaid grotto to the brim. Grotto to the brim. I know this one is very, very popular on BookTube. So, and I got this one for 50 cents. So that is why I picked this one up. Or, like I said, these newer releases I wouldn't have got. Mostly because of my husband. But that's beside the point. The next one I have here is Ask For It by Sylvia Day. I got this one at Goodwill. And I know this one, when it first came out, was big on here. Um, So I won't say anything about it because this video is already long. So, and I still have a lot of books to go through. The next one is Lasher by Anne Rice. This one says seductive magic, spellbinding. Rice stages her scenes in a wide variety of times and locales, tapping deeply into the richest veins of mythology and history, and that is from the San Francisco Chronicle. It also says steamy, fast-paced, and hugely engrossing. Rice's title character, a seductive, evil, highly sexual, and ultimately tragic creature, is fascinating. That is from the Miami Herald. So, yeah. I can't wait to get to this one. This next one I would not have gotten full price. I wouldn't have picked it up if I knew the book who this is about um, was getting the money. Because, sorry, I hate her. And what she did, even though, yeah, I'll just show you the book. This one is Mommy's Little Girl, Casey Anthony, and her daughter Kaylee's Tragic Fate by Diane Fanning. And I hate her. I don't say I hate people very often, but she is one I hate. Um, I will talk more about this case when I review this book, but just know that I hate her. I did end up getting this book because it was $1.35 at a thrift store, and she wasn't getting any royalties from the $1.35 that I paid for it. So, yeah. The next one is the one by John Mars. This one I wouldn't have got if it wasn't 50 cents from the same vendor that I got all the 50-cent books from. I've been really wanting to read this book, and I plan on reading it as soon as my TBR game lets me. But we will see how that turns out. And I know for sure this one is highly sought after and highly um, praised on BookTube. So there's that one. I wish I had got it in hardback, of course, but you can't go around with anything for 50 cents. The next one I have is Night Crawling by Leela Motley. And this is an arc that I got from a little free library here, and it has already came out. It came out in May of 2022. It says a dazzling and forgettable novel about a young black woman who walks the streets of Oakland and stumbles head on into the future of its justice system, or the failure of its justice system. A debut that announces a blazingly original voice. So I also got that one. I got that one when I also got The Other Mother that I hauled in my last book haul. I also ended up getting The Ghost by Danielle Still. I now have 2 copies of this book. I got this from a little free library, and at the time I didn't know I had it. So one of my copies might go on my Pango bookstore, on my Pango bookstore front. So if you want to read this novel, look out for that. This one says, in her 41st best-selling novel, Danielle Still creates a spellbinding story that weaves together 2 centuries and 2 lives. Usually, because we all know what Danielle Still writes, but we will see how this is when I get around to it. As you guys know, I have a boatload of Danielle Still books that I still haven't read. So, with this one, I just added onto the bunch. Why? I'm not sure. I got it from a little free library. The next one I have is Body Language by James W. Hall. I did end up reading another book of the same name by Terry Blackstock. So which is how I seen this one recommended to me. So when I found it at a little free library, I had to pick it up. It's not in the best condition, but it's readable, so that's why I went ahead and picked it up. This one says, James Hall is a writer I have learned from over the years. His people and places have more brush strokes than a Van Gogh. He delivers taunt and muscular stories about a place where evil always lurks beneath the surface. They are gripping stories, and body language is no different. That's from Michael Connolly. Um, body language, body language seduces you, then it grabs you, and it never lets you go. This is a first-rate thriller by a masterful writer, and that's from James Patterson, which I have read a lot of books from, and I really like his books, even though I know he doesn't really write his books. Other people do. So, this is also blurbed from Sue Grafton and Stephen Kuntz. And yes, I wish I could edit, but I'm still working on that. Um, this next one I have Twice Kissed by Lisa Jackson. The only good twin is a dead twin. Um, and if you guys have been here a while, you would know that I am a twin, and if you were to kill my twin, I would come after you. And that's all I'm gonna say about this one. I have three more for this round. So, this one is Ruthless Again by Lisa Jackson. I got this from the same vendor that I got the 50-cent books, but for some reason this one was $1 instead of 50 cents. But I didn't care, I got it anyway. This one says, you don't want to get on his bad side. The back of this says, Dear reader, early in my career I wrote several novels inspired by Oregon's stunning scenery. I'm thrilled that 3 of these books are now available again in one volume with a new title, Ruthless. Best of all, here you'll meet 3 of my favorite heroes. Attorney Jake McGowan, yeah, world-class skier, uh, Gavin Dole, and developer Brandon Scarletti. Both is each is as rugged and memorable as the landscapes and as intriguing as the woman they can't forget. I had no idea this was um, I had no idea. Sorry, I had no idea that this book held 3 novels when I picked it up. So I'm glad I did get this. We will see how I feel about each novel once I get around to it. Um, I probably won't read all 3 novels at once, but I will read them one at a time when I can. And the second to last book is Use of Force by Brad Thor. Um, I got this from Book and Music Exchange for $1.99. Somebody paid $3 for it. Um, which, because of my husband, if it was $3, I wouldn't have got it. But he's weird. He will only let me get books for $2 and under, usually. I got this one because I have a lot of his other books in this series. So, yeah. Apparently, when this first came out, it was $27.99. So I think $1.99 is a good deal. And last but no means least is It by Stephen King. This book I got from Pango Books. I wouldn't have got it except for it's a hardcover of it. The dust jacket itself is tattered, as you can see, but I got it for like $9, $8 and something. So I picked it up because you can hardly find this in hardcover anymore. This copy of it came out in 1986. And this one is going to stay with me for my collection even after I read it. So, yeah, I went ahead and picked this one up because I've been looking for a hardcover of it for so long it's not even funny. And I do have a paperback of it. I will be either selling or putting the book in a little free library here. So if you want a paperback of it, watch out for the paperback. And with that being said, I will get off here. This video is 40 minutes long and some change, so if you did stay for this long, please drop a heart in the comments and let me know you were here. If you don't have anything else to say, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe, because that's how my videos get recommended to other people, as all of you know. With that being said, you guys have a good weekend, and I will see you later. Bye.